Hello, Internet. I'm Chris, and this is my very first stream. It does help if I'm not listening to myself over and over again. But anyway, I'm with this being my first one, I'm still trying to figure out exactly how all this works, and I'm currently able to hear myself in my own head. So yeah, just bear with me whilst I try and figure all this stuff out. Helps if I turn the browser off. There we go. So hopefully you can all hear me now. But yeah, this is my very first time doing anything on streaming and stuff like that. So I thought I'd, give it a go, see what it's all about, and see if anyone is willing to join me. So I just want to say hi to Chris, who's in the chat. So hi, Chris. Yay, you're the one who actually got me into doing all the streaming and stuff like that. So thank you very much for actually, trying to inspire me, and actually get me going with all this. So, what are we doing today? So, I am going to, with these streams, I'm just going to do whatever I want because, it's whatever. And I've decided that in the first one, I'm going to play a little bit of a fun mobile game that I've played quite a few times and I really enjoy called Monument Valley. And yes, you are a bad influence, Chris, so, you should be careful of that. Yeah, Monument Valley. It's a kind of a puzzle exploration game. Well, not really exploration, but it's a puzzle game where you're going around like really interesting little maps and things like that, and it's all kind of a bit mysterious in terms of how all the maps are laid out. So, if you've not played it, it's really fun. I would suggest giving it a bit of a download. So let's head over, and there we go. So yeah, so, apologies if there's any outside noise and all that. I'm near a pretty main road, but we will carry on through. But anyway, yes, this is Monument Valley. I know it's definitely on Android. I think it's on iOS as well. But it's fun, it's cute, and it's really, really pretty. So I am, it's one of the reasons why I'm playing it because I am a big fan of certain designs and kind of influences as you may have noticed by the background that I've chosen with in my stream and stuff. That's why I love Deus Ex and various other games like that. But let's start off with level 1. So here we are. This is the main character, Ida, and you have to click around to move her, but obviously you need to get up to this platform up at the top. But how on earth do we do that when, it's kind of like an impossible thing? So you can change that around. And then there we go. And then whilst you're on the platform, you can't actually re-rotate it. So, it's nice little puzzles there. Yeah, but everything about this game I just love. Just the visuals, the aesthetic and everything like that. It's just absolutely beautiful. So, yeah, and there we go. We've done the first level of Monument Valley. There's 2 of these games. So, I'm going to be streaming for 2 hours. So if we get through one, then I'll have time to do the other. But let's see how it goes. So yeah, so that's the quick little intro, and then on to stage 2. Anyway, let me know how you're doing, guys, in the chat. I know there's only like a couple of people in there at the moment, but I'm hoping to actually get into this properly and chat to people and have chill out streams and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I said let me know how you're doing and stuff like that, and just chat with me as we go because I don't want to just be talking to myself for 2 hours because that wouldn't be fun. Anyway, on to chapter 2, The Garden, in which Ida embarks on a quest for forgiveness. So, now, with some of these puzzles, there's these buttons that you have to get onto to make other things happen. So, let's see. I can't move this platform while she's on it, so let's change around that way. And there we go. So if we head down this way. See, there we go. It's raised up another thing. I keep trying to remember the name of the artist who does work like this, and it's going to be bugging me for ages. So if I put that back there, I can move Ida over to there. We can then move this around that way, and there we go. Now we can get over there. So I think also starting off with doing streaming and stuff like that, it's going to be fun because I'm used to playing games and just kind of being, you know, quiet and just staring at the screen as most people are, but actually trying to do things and talk at the same time, that's going to be interesting. Yeah, you can see here that the geometry does change as you go around. So even though, you know, if I was to have it that way, we'd be like, yep, that's a nice lovely square. But then when we change around that way, we can actually go up through the different levels. So that's what a lot of this game is all about, is you have to look at things in a different angle, to say the least. And here we go. So we've got to the end, and then Ida activates these little shrines. There we go, and you can complete it. Yep, it's a very cool game. It's one that I've always played just to kind of like chill out and just have a, you know, just relax with. Also, it does let you take screenshots during some of the levels as well. And some of the there's one of the levels which I've had as a background on my phone for years because it's just so beautiful with the design and everything like that. So on to chapter 3, the hidden temple, in which Ida has an unexpected meeting. So who are we going to be meeting? So we need to get up to that button to start off with, and these, you can drag them along. So let's get Ida up to here. And you can also drag her while she's actually on the platforms as well, which is useful there. Now, you could actually, ages ago, you could buy plushies of Ida and a couple of other characters who appeared during the game, and I'm really annoyed that I missed out on getting them. So I'm going to try and see if I can get hold of some in the future. And let's drag that down. Yeah, at this stage, these games, you know, they're pretty simple and straightforward, but they do get quite a bit more complex as we go along. Then that all turns round, and then we can go all the way over there to the end. Yeah. So, we've got a little fellow over here. So, what does he have to say? Let's go up and have a chat. Oh, we've got some more people in the stream. So, thank you for joining us. You know, this is my first time ever streaming, so if you got any advice or any content, any suggestions or anything for future streams or how to make it better, just, you know, let me know. And also feel free to join us in the chat, because I don't want to be talking to just myself and other Chris. Yes, Chris, there is a story. In fact, we are just starting into that story now. So, you know, long have these old bones waited in the darkness. How far have you wandered, silent princess? Yep, Ida is a little princess. Why are you here? Who knows? Let's find out. So the story of Monument Valley is trying to just figure out what is actually going on and why Ida is kind of stuck in this world and things like that. It's quite a visual game in terms of how it's all laid out, as you can tell by the level designs and things like that. And there is kind of a twist at the very end, which is kind of heartwarming as well. And there's, you know, you meet a few people characters along the way, and even without there being any real, you know, kind of like text and things like that, you know, there's no background. Oh, I thought I had the background music on for this game. Let's see if I can put the audio on. Just bear with me whilst I try and get some music on, because this game also has some lovely music. I thought you would have caught it by now, but In the meantime, I'll sing to you. No, I don't want to pre-sell my achievements. Right, so that's on. So why can we not hear things? Let's try adding a source audio. Or is this because of this? Because I'm using BlueStacks together, so working. That audio is working there. Having the joys of technical difficulties as we go through all of this. I mean, it's fun and it's the way the world is. That's odd because I can't hear it at all, even on my end. So, what has happened here? Oh, no, don't want to cancel that. I say, with this being the first time I've done anything like this, it's all a bit new to me. So, let's try changing the audio over to that. Well, that's not working. In the meantime, I will put on some royalty-free music that I downloaded earlier. Let's do it that way. Oh, that's a bit loud. I apologise for the loudness of that. If that came through too loud, I don't know what's going on there. All the joys of streaming for the first time and getting this all used to. I have no idea what I'm doing. I just realised that turned off. Oh, you don't hear me now? Right. Oh, cross, what's happened? Ah, I turned that down by accident. There you go. Can you hear me now? I feel like the Verizon man. Let me know if, audio's come through and things like that. I just have to wait for the stream delay. Wow, music. Yay! There is music, and hopefully you can all hear me now as well. So, back through these first couple of levels. I'm very low in comparison to the music. Okay, let's see if I can fix that. So my volume is fine, but the music is a bit too loud. Okay. What's going on here? At some point I'll figure all this out. Audio output. Why aren't you... Right, let's try something else. Let's do it this way round. When in doubt, VLC. Right. Can that go through? Why is nothing working today? Audio device. Music. Right, let's try that now. At some point, I'll figure this shit out. I apologise to those of you who came along to expecting, pro streamer activity. As I said, this is all new to me. But as I continue this on, who knows? Things might get a bit better. So let's get back to where we were. So moving Ida across through here and through this little door. So we need to drag this down and move over there. Let me know how the audio's doing. Oh, sounds perfect now. Excellent. So we need to go over to this button and that turns around. Yeah. But hey, it could be worse. move back and meet the weird ghost. I'm going to jam out to this music now as well. Oh, brilliant. My bot is working. So I set up a bot to remind everyone to drink water and, have a stretch and all that kind of stuff. So also meant to be streaming for 20 minutes. So yeah. So have a drink, people. Look after yourselves and all that. Especially, those of you in hot countries like Chris, you don't want you melting away over there. I mean, I'd say it's hot over here, but it's, only 23 degrees. So long have these old bones waited in darkness. How far have you wandered, silent princess? Why are you here? Indeed, why are we here? Let's go and find out. So, let's go down this way and have to figure our way up around through all of this. Yeah, I mean, I first came across this game years and years ago. I can't remember when it actually first came out, but it's just, I was looking for, interesting and fun little puzzle games to have a go around, and I just love, as I said, the way you have to kind of look at things in different angles and approaches and stuff like that. It's like, well, that's fun. So let's try. So if we move these, that goes down that way. I wonder if this one does anything. So if we stand on here, there we go. So we can make a little platform across to there. Excellent. So stuff like that is why I love this game, is the fact that you go, hang on a sec, I can't actually get over there, how do I do that? And then you figure that out as you go. So along through here, and then around to here. There we go. I also love things with like minimalistic designs and stuff like that. Angles and that kind of stuff, where it's nice and clean. It's just one of the things I always love. I just realised my audio is on here twice. No, I managed to get rid of the wrong piece of media. Anyway, hopefully. Yay, we completed our second chapter. At this rate, who knows how far we'll get through this game. There's also like some DLCs and like extra levels, which kind of like just carry on the story a little bit. So on to chapter number 4. The Water Palace, in which Ida discovers new ways to walk. Oh, and we've got a little friend here. Who's this? Little crow person. So as you go around, you come across these crows who kind of like squawk at you and stop you from getting to places. You can also get, there used to be a plushie of these as well that you could get. But once again, I annoyingly missed out on them. Right, so we need to go over to that button and also up to that door. So how do we do that? Let's try this. Oh, yep, that goes around that way. Let's keep on going. There we go. Can we still turn? Yes, we can. So let's try the button. And there we go. Excellent. So chat, how are you doing? Anyone up to anything fun at the moment? Got any fun plans coming up for the rest of the week? Round and go through here. There we go. Annoyingly, I only downloaded one piece of royalty-free music for today. I need to download more for next time, but that's a lesson I will make sure to learn. Right, let's try this button over here. Ooh. Twisted around that way now, so let's figure out where we have to go. So So obviously we can't go round that way, we can only go up to there, so let's try these stairs. And along. Here we go. It's really annoying me that I can't remember the name of the artist who... Escher. That's it. MC Escher. That's the thing I keep trying to think of. Now, can I get down here? No, I can't get down there. Can I get... where do I go? Aha! So, I need to change that over to there. I can go back down this way. Got a little lost there for a second. And down to the steps we go. Whoa, swinging all the way around there. Aha, we can turn this all around now. So, this is why it's the water temple. It's not a Zelda reference. Well, it could be a Zelda reference. Not that I've actually ever played Zelda myself. Which I know is a crime against gaming, stuff like that. But, you know, it's just not really been my kind of jam that I want to get into. So, we need to get over here. So, can't do anything that way. That just hides everything. Let's try this way. Aha. Can we? Yes, we can. See? And Escher, making things complicated like that. So, we now need to get up to here. So, there we are, through there, and up along. Hopefully this isn't too boring for you guys, just me just talking to myself and, you know, clicking around on a screen, but, yeah, so any ideas, any suggestions, anything you want to talk about, just let me know. Hopping out to the beach here. Got some more crow friends here. Right, what can we do here? We can turn this around. We can turn him around. Right. So, I think if we get Ida onto here, go that way and go this way. Now we're looking at it at a different angle. There we go. So, and along here. Make sure I'm actually on the platform. And this way round. Right, so we're now over here. Then we need to get through this door. Aha, so if we go that way. Let's say hi to this bird friend first. Crow. What happens if we go here? Oh, we can't actually go and say hi to him. Or them. Who knows what they are? Mysterious crow bird people. Escher again. And we got our ghost friend here. What do they have to say? This was the Valley of Men. Now all that remains are our monuments, stripped of their glories. Thieving princess, why have you returned? Thieving princess? No, that's not good. Let's see. So we're a thieving princess, are we? Let's get out of here before somebody calls the police. Ah, we've got a mysterious cave in the chat. I wonder who that could be. Thanks for joining us, Greg. You know. Otherwise, it's just going to be me and the internet chatting at each other. There we go. So kind of having a bit of a chill out session right now whilst playing some Monument Valley. Oh, look at those crows. You'll never get a sensible answer from me. Yep, that is true. I mean, the internet, myself, you, whoever, Chris, you know, all of us, we're all mad, we're all insane, so let's enjoy it together, shall we? Chapter 5, The Spire, in which Idas encounters the bothersome crow people. Well, gosh darn it. Let's go and see what these crow people are all about. So, let's go and say hi to this one. He's just shouting at us. So I think we have to let them past, and then we can try and sneak around them. I feel like we're playing Metal Gear Solid now. Standard crow, yep. Very standard crow, just stands there and shouts at you. So I think we're going to have to sneak up here first, let them go past. And that one just walking up and down the walls like that. Stop playing around with geometry like that. There we go. Now we can get past this button. Here we go. Aha, we now have a thing here. What does this do? Ah, right, so we can now get up to there. And then if we turn that one, we can... Okay, so I see a path now, so we need to go up here and then around there. So let's do some of that. So make sure we're actually going on the right place. And along here, let them go past. Stop shouting at us. And here we go. Right, so he's going to come down there. I like how it just walks up. They just walk up and down walls like there's no, nothing going on there. Bit annoying that you just ignore gravity and sensible Euclidean geometry like that. Let's go up here. There we go. And sneak down to here. Ooh. So here's our door that we need to reach. So I need to go back up around that way. Okay, let's go. Quickly before the crow gets back at us. So yeah, when I was setting up this my Twitch channel and everything like that, I was trying to make sure that I got things going that will actually be, fun for people and stuff. I tried to set it up so you could do Giphies in the chat, but I don't know if it actually is going to work or not. So what can we do here? So we've got a crow up here, we've got a button there. Need to go this way. Greg, why are you doing tentacles again? Aha! If I stood on that bit, I couldn't do that, so let's try this. Sorry, crow person. Let's just flip you around. Yeah, as I was saying at the beginning of the stream, I just want to say a big thank you to Chris, Chris Memphis, who's in the chat. Chris was the person who inspired me a bit to get into streaming, because I've been thinking about it for a while, but I just never actually got around to it. And I saw some of Chris's streams. You should give them a follow, Chris Memphis _. Go give them a follow and a watch when they're on, and then when things are going on, go and say hi to them, because a great friend of mine who, as I said, actually got me into streaming. Oh, what's going on there? Oh, I see. We can trap this bird person down there. Let's do that. Yeah, it's. I was considering doing streaming for a while, but just never had the. I don't know. I just wasn't sure what I was going to do about it until I saw someone else stream, who I actually, someone who I actually follow and respect and all that kind of stuff, and then it was like, okay, maybe I can do this. And it's weird because my job involves chatting to people like online and training people over the internet, stuff like that. So I'm used to talking to a screen and talking by myself. But doing it, streaming and stuff like that with playing games and kind of showing more about myself as a person, that's always been something that I've never really been all that good at doing. So I'm hoping that by getting into streaming and things like that, I can, actually get more used to doing things. Right, what are we doing here? Let's get up to this door. Quickly. Before getting nipped up by the crow people. So, let's see what we have to do here. We can turn this. Let's put you over there because you're blocking the way. Haha, trapped. Like a bird in a cage. I've been watched by someone on the walls over there. One of the things I will do occasionally is just, drop into Zach Brannigan quotes and other things like that, because why not? I love Futurama, so I'm trapped in my own villa. I mean, also the fact that Zach Brannigan just, is a riff on Shatner. Gotta love that stuff. I know that not everyone's a big fan of Futurama, but I absolutely love it. It's got some of my favourite humour. Layout by Formal Short, Kif, yes. It's got some of my favourite humour because it's like a good mixture of nerdy and sci-fi and all that kind of stuff. I mean, one of my favourite jokes in Futurama is when they go to the race courses and they go, there's two horses and Professor Farnsworth's betted on one of them. And the two horses get to the end and it's like a dead heat. They go, and it's a quantum finish, and they have to break out the electron microscope, and they measure, and they figure it out, and they go, and it's number 2 and a quantum finish, and it's like, no fair, you change the outcome by measuring it. It's just like, yeah, that is my humour. And I probably completely messed up telling that joke, because jokes never work properly on the second telling. But oh well, I'm talking to the internet. I'm occasionally glancing over myself on the stream delay and figuring out what's going on here. Okay, let's try keep going, because that's not going to work. Try this way. There we go. Let's open up our hat and see what's under there. It's a pyramid. Got to be careful of the space Egyptians coming along, landing ships on their pyramids. No fun. Or taking off on them yet. Space Egyptians and their pyramids, they're always going to be doing stuff like that. I mean, after all, somebody's got to give the History Channel something to do. Chapter 6, The Labyrinth, in which Ida meets Totem, a friend. Totem is one of my favourite characters in this game. And they're really useful. Let's go along here. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, it's Totem! Yee. So, Totem is a little dude, or dudette, or stack of bricks that you can drag around with Ida to make things happen. Four blocks in a trench coat, that is also true. So, button over here. So yeah, so a lot of this is kind of working around between the two of you to make things happen. Loud bumps. So, what do we have to do now? Let's go along this way. Down this way. Ah, curses. So I have a feeling we're going to need to get totem up here. So let's try. See if this works. And then back onto the button. Thank you, Nightbot, for reminding us all that we need to have a drink occasionally. Making sure I've got all my stuff up and running properly. Right, so where do we need to go? Aha, so it can go along here, so let's try this. Up the stairs and onto totem. But can we get onto there? Ooh. Let's try that button first. Okay, along here. What does this do? Aha! So now, and there. Yay! Go totem. I might 3D print totem. That would be fun. Could put them over on the back with the rest of all my 3D printed stuff. Let's go through this door. We mustn't forget totem, so let's... There we go. And away we go. Down into the depths. Again, pop-ups, messages all over the place at the moment. What's going on here? Just my mum messaging on Facebook to try and get free lunch at a pub. Alright, that's that. Right, so here's Ida. What does this do? Right, so I'm guessing that I need to get Ida up here because, unfortunately, just like a Dalek, totem cannot climb stairs. So let's spin that around. Sorry, totem, you're going to have to go for a spin. And then up along here. Love the big googly eye. Right, so that's done that. So if I go off that, will it turn off? Right, so maybe I have to do this with this button. Let's try that. First bring Ida down here. It's kind of doing some stream of consciousness at the moment, just talking out loud about whatever I can think of. Oop, that's flipped all that around. Aha, so if I spin this around, I should be able to drag totem over here and do a flippy flip. Yay. Yeah, I love that little jump. Kind of goes bloop. So that's that light on, and over here goes Ida. So, yeah, just starting off with all of this, I'm very nervous because, I don't know, it's a new and it's a different thing, and I don't really know what to expect out of getting involved in streaming and just being on the internet like this. I mean, it's a new way to make friends and stuff like that. And it's something I'm hoping to be that I can be good at, but yeah, we'll see how it goes, because, you know, It's a bit different to just chatting to friends and stuff like that. Okay, you know, looking at messages that people are posting in the chat and such. It's like, let's see if people actually react to it. So we need to get up to there now. Now, one of the great useful things about Totem that's different to Ida is that if Ida stands on a platform that you can rotate, then the bars go in and you can't do anything. But Totem doesn't do that. So, if I need to get up here, I should be able to bring Ida on top of Totem. Will you do it? Oh, bugger. I thought you could. I was remembering something in the past, so let's try. Bringing little old Totem up to here. Oh, could this work? Actually, onto there. Aha! Science! Kind of. Move this down. Move that over. Through the door. We're through. Let's go and pop our hat off and see what's going on here. It's a caltrop. Don't drop them on the floor. Yeah, games I play with perspective, they are fun, especially with this game. I said there's 2 of these games that I can play on mobile. Oh, we've now turned into a boat. Oh, no, Totem! Careful, Totem, it's a bit wet out there. Gonna be following Totem. Oh, Totem, don't drown! No! Totem! Oh, that's sad. I've only just met Totem and they're drowned in the ocean. I'm upset now. Let's see if we can find Totem. You know, we might find them again. Let's carry on with stern hearts. Chapter 7, the rookery in which the throne lies vacant. Well, supposedly Ida is a princess, so maybe she's destined for the throne? Oh. The game glitched out on us. Oh, I see what needs to happen. We need to get the annoying crow person onto the button. There we go. Huzzah! Here we are. I was really confused there for a second because even though I've played this game quite a bit in the past, I'd completely forgotten about that. So I was just like, what's going on? Is it broken? And then I just remembered about the crow walking. Just go up these stairs, past all the squawky birds. Thank you very much for squawking at us. So we're down here. Gonna have to do something along here. What does that do? Aha! So we can use them like a timer. Right, so let's get here. Right, quickly onto there. And we need to keep that here, I'm guessing. Is that right? Oh, maybe one more spin on this one. Okay. There we go. Right. Stay there. let's go around. So I'm going to have to bring this one that way. So that's this button. One more. There we go. Let's push this. And it changes. Oh god. What's going on now? So yeah, Greg, you were saying about changing perspective. Well, yeah, he likes to definitely do that. So let's go along here. Let's see if we can get over to this door. There we go. And away. So, nice and stormy. Just kind of the weather I love. So if we drag that, that takes us up to there. Okay, so. And that changes that. Okay, so. Curse you, annoying crow person. Right, so I'm going to have to... So that is like a timer. So I can do that. Okay. Through the door. There we go. And we're out. That changes that way round. Okay, so... through here and through this door. There we go. Frames of reference can be malleable. That is very true. Everyone loves a nice, lovely frame of reference joke. Everyone's going to get that on the internet. This has, yeah. Those who stole our sacred geometry have forgotten their true selves. Sacred geometry, eh? That's what we're calling it now. Cursed to walk these monuments are they. Foolish princess, have you forgotten too? Ooh. Some kind of dark past to Ida here. Full of the never-ending triangles. Oh, look at them. I always love the designs. Right, so we're going to have to go around a few angles here. Ooh, hopefully not flip our way around too much. So we need to get up here. So how do we get up here? Let's have a look. So if we go there, no, let's try one more. Aha! Let's go around this way and back. There. And let's keep going around this way a bit. No, let's try there. Okay, is that lined up? Yes, it is. Okay, excellent. Deploying the staircase. So that's down to here now. Oh, nope, it's to there now. Okay, so we just need to go that way. So if we bring Ida to here and up to there, and then let me just check a couple of things. Onto there, then up to the bottom. There we go. What does this button do? Raises us up. Raise me up so I can walk on mountains. No, need to stop there before I get banned. At least it's not a total failure, my first ever stream so far. I mean, there's a few technical problems at the beginning, but yeah, we've got 2 people watching at the moment. That is better than 0, to be honest. Just hope it actually is 2 people and not just like myself and one other person. But yeah, on to the next chapter. Chapter 8, The Box, in which there lie strange delights. Let's see what delights we have available to us. So, we have the box, which we can manipulate. Ooh. Okay. Turkish Gomja bar, yes. What's in the box? Pain. So that's that. Oh, here we are. So, what have we got? We've got a button and we've got 2 doorways. Let's try the button first. When in doubt, push the button. So that turns that on. And that stays on. That's good. Right. So I'm guessing we're going to have to turn on these other couple of lights. And through here. Spread the word. Oh, we've got 4 lights we're going to have to do. That's going to be great. Right, where are we? Just trying to spread the word with people about the fact that I'm streaming. There are 4 lights, yes. Got to love a Star Trek joke where possible. I mean, internet humour is just repeating the same jokes multiple times in different angles. So we've now got 2 lights. Multiple angles, what are they on about? This is what happens when you go onto the internet and you just talk to people, is you just start talking absolute gibberish. Close that. Yes, we can. So, getting back through there, let's go through this door. We'll find if there are more. Look at 1-speed nerd. Yes. To be honest, you're not the only one there, Greg. You know, many of us have only got 1 or 2. Ah, the fox goes that way as well. Christ. And here we have the lovely IKEA 3-pronged thing, which obviously shouldn't work in real life, but somehow does. Let's try this door, because there are now more doors. One does not. Well, we just did walk into them, so 3 lights on. Let's try all this now. Let's go back on that way. Back to here. So, where do we go now? Because there's one more thing we have to do. We have to do something here. Ah, let's use the bird person. There we go. Should have seen that. It's so obvious. Thank you, birdie. So, what's next? The box, it opens. It's got a certain configuration. Hopefully not a lamentation configuration. Fish! Look at that lovely fish tank we got here. Let's open everything up. Oh, there we are. Lots of buttons, and that's where we need to get to. Let's say hi to the fish. Hi, fish. And back down and onto this button. Where's that going? Got so many buttons to push. I feel like I'm running a nuclear reactor. I think not all of my streams in the future are going to be game based. I'm probably going to do some some 3D modeling streams as well, because I like to do 3D modeling. I mean, it's all to do with part of the 3D printing that I do, which you can see behind me. Sometimes I design my own things. Ooh. Hi Dakota, welcome to the stream. Got more people, yay! And thank you, Nightbot. Remember to drink, people, especially if it's hot round your way. So we're at the 1 hour mark, halfway through my first ever stream, and I'm still going, and we've actually got more people now. So for those of you who are joining us, or just to kind of reintroduce things at the halfway point, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Chris, and as you can tell, I'm from England, and I've decided to start streaming for the very first time because, hey, all the cool kids are doing it, so I wanted to try and be a cool kid. And today I am playing a mobile game which I absolutely adore, called Monument Valley. It's been around for a good few years. There's two of these games available. This is Monument Valley 1 we're currently playing. It's on both iOS and Android. I'm not sponsored by them, but whatever. It's a fun game that plays with your perspective and makes you try and think of things in different ways. And we're through the door. Yay. Yeah, and just in general with streaming and stuff, I'm just trying to have a chill time, chat to people, see what's going on out there in the world, and who knows. Also, Dakota, thank you for the follow. I'm going to probably be doing these streams at the moment, probably going to do them once a week, probably on Wednesdays, maybe Thursday, depending on time and schedule and availability. And hopefully it's not going to be too boring. I mean, the fact that I've already downloaded one track of royalty-free music for tonight. Oh, we've just found a D20. Gotta roll those D20s. Gotta love them. That is the, I call that the table denter. It's a solid metal D20. Don't know if you'll be able to hear it, but yeah. I do some role-playing stuff at times. There's a couple of people in chat who do role-playing with me online. Like Greg at the moment is running a Pirates of Cthulhu game, which is we started yesterday and really fun. Chapter 9, The Descent, in which there is nobody left to forgive us. That's not good. I want to be forgiven. So, let's collect this little flower. And I'd also be welcome for, just anyone in chat to suggest things for like future games or future things to do in streams. Been thinking about trying to do interactive stuff for people. There's things like, I know you can do like GeoGuessr in streams as well, where you share it to other people and you can play together. So that'll be a fun thing to try and sort out. Right, can't get down there, so let's try down here. Because after all, one of the reasons the internet exists is to get to meet other people. And I'd love to meet all of you folks. So, what does this do? That changes that, so let's spin up here and go to this button. I always forget it right. Oh, was that a little friend I saw? Yay, Totem's back! Yay! See, he didn't drown. I mean, Totem's a stack of blocks. They can't I don't think they breathe. But they're not dead. Yay! Right, so we need to get down here. Totem Floatem. Yes. Well, I wouldn't exactly say Floatem. They did submerge into the water and all that. So, what do we have to do here? Can that keep going? Oh, totem's on one of these, so let's try this way around because we can get down here. Ah, I thought that was connected, but it's not. The perspective ruined my own mind there. Okay. Slaughter's going down. And let's rescue totem. There we go. Nope, nope. There we go. Yay. I love that little jump. So now we can go over here. And climb down here. Excellent. Let's go round. So now what am I supposed to do? Aha! That was if I actually pay attention to what's going on. So we need to get through this door. This way round. There we go, that's the platform there. And along here, into the door. Yay. And we're now trapped inside a giant pyramid with stick figure hieroglyphs on the side. Oh no wait, they're cone people, like just like Ida. What does this do? Bird eating something from a game of Trivial Pursuit, I think. So if we go down here, so that's as far as that goes. Ah, we can interact with this. So you along there. Let's go down here. Hope everyone's having a good and fun time. I know that some places appear to be on fire at the moment in terms of weather and stuff like that, so hope wherever you are, everyone is staying safe. I'd hate for bad things to happen to people. Right, that turns that. Down to here. Then, can we turn that back? Keep it going. Aha, there we go, up to the button. So, let's try going back down here. And this is fun because as I said, I played these games, Monument Valley 1 and 2 first, but must have been 3, 4, possibly even 5 years ago now. And I completed definitely the first one. I think I completed the second. But it's been such a long time that I can't remember all the solutions. So effectively I'm getting to replay all these games again, which is fun. And it looks like we've now gone into the mines of Moria. And it's now gone dark up there, so we have to go down into the depths. Let's try not to dig too greedily and too deeply. Push some buttons. So that's that one. So each one of these makes it goes up a bit higher. There we go, so let's try this button now. Bit of a drop there. Let's go down to the bottom of the mine. So that changes that. Aha, so you have to keep it going until it all lines up. There we go. no, nearly. I always let it go one bit too early. To stop doing that. And here we are. Ooh. Crow with us. With a... Interesting. I wonder if that's got anything to do with the princess thing they were talking about earlier, because I know that Ida's a princess, the character you move around. But I wonder if that's got anything to do with what's going on. Portal 2, yes. Portal 2, that is a very fun game as well. I mean, the fact that they've got J.K. Simmons as Cave Johnson, the angriest person in charge of a company ever. Yeah. Could always play Portal 2 again. Or in fact, both Portals. I think there's a Portal, like, not DLC, but like a mod that does some really interesting new things, because there's like one which involves time travel. They got like time portals and stuff, which is fun. Long ages lie heavy on old bones in these buried halls. Sacred geometry was our pride, our downfall. But forever our monuments stand in this valley. That's why it's called Monument Valley. There's some serious Minds of Moria stuff going on here. Guess we have to go down here. Another couple of games that I've been playing recently is The Room and that series. They're kind of almost like Myst in a way, mobile puzzle game. I think you can also play them on PC as well. They're fun. Playing around with the mysterious and the dark artifacts which no human should touch and stuff like that. Now, very early in the stream, I was saying about how there was a scene in this which I had as my background wallpaper for a very long time, and it was this scene, because the thing is just like beautiful and solemn. Because when you complete each of the chapters, you can take a screenshot, which I'm going to do now actually. So it's just the whole design, style and architecture of it and everything I just absolutely love. There we go. Let's save that for later. Just trying to think about other games that I might play at some point on this. I mean, there's obviously the second Monument Valley game, which I'll probably play after this, as well as the extra DLC levels. I mean, I'm also a massive fan of Deus Ex, Mankind Divided, mostly. Chapter 10, Observatory, in which at journey's end, what was not meant for us is returned. Trying to see what other games I've got at the moment. Ace Combat, Ace Combat's a game I need to actually get playing again. I remember I used to play pretty much all the Ace Combat games on the PlayStation 2. And then one of them went to 360, and then I never got to playing that one. But yeah, Ace Combat I absolutely adored. I don't know why, it was just a stupid flight simulator combat type game. But it was very much fun. Right, let's go down to here. Hard Space Shipbreak as well. That's another game I've been playing recently. So we've got some doors over here. There's over. I'd love to also do some streams where I get to do co-op with people as well and share some fun times. Right, where are we going? One thing about doing streams is it makes you stupid at times because you're having to entertain and talk and stuff like that, as well as trying to figure out all these puzzles. Right, so I need to get over. So the things that turn are those blocks. I can't get past the crow. Let's try going over here first. And if we turn that, okay, that bit stopped turning. Right, so any hints from chat would be helpful at this point. I'm trying to figure things out. So let's. Alright, so I can't go over there because of that. What if I do this? Now this is going to be me just staring at a screen for a few hours, trying to figure this one level out. Shape and space, yes. I think I might have figured it out. Go along here. Let's try this. Can I get past the crow this way? Yes, I can. Thank you. Go that way round. And we're into here. Beautiful. We found a door. And then we found this monstrosity. Right, so that can go around like that. Which one those doors open. So let's go around to here. So then we can go down here. Yep, Escher is currently proving enough power to run Seattle. Very true. I mean, it's not like he's spinning in his grave at the moment, because that would be breaking the... Oh wait, it's Escher we're talking about. So we need to get to this button. Right, how do we do that? Ah. Go that way. And now, spinny, spinny, spin to the button. And then we have our door. So, that's door one. We've got two more to do. Great. Let's see where we have to go next. We have to go here. Those bits are the bits that spin, so... So to get there, we need to go... get to at least here. Go the inside of there, so Right, I think I have this figured out now. Down to here. Flip this round. Turn. Round to here. And then this way. When I was watching a stream earlier, that Chris Memphis's stream, we were talking about ideas for suggestions for movies to watch and stuff like that, and I mentioned Ad Astra to Chris because I have this weird headcanon that Ad Astra is actually a sequel to the Space Cowboys, because of the fact that it's got like Tommy Lee Jones and Donald Sutherland, and it's all space stuff and things like that. And it's just a crazy idea of mine. Yeah, but if there's any other like suggestions for films to watch and stuff, I'd also be happy to have some thrown at me. I mean, I watched Escape Room the other day because sometimes I just like watching schlocky horror suspension type things, mostly sci-fi stuff. I have this, I call it an annoying tendency, but I do like to watch crap sci-fi movies, and also classics. Forbidden Planet, that is one of my favourite sci-fi movies of all time. Kind of like the quintessential sci-fi movie almost. Going along through these. The very young Leslie Nielsen. I think it's like his third one. Mystery Science Theatre, yes. Of course I've watched Mystery Science Theatre, Greg. You know, what kind of, do you think I am? I will say I actually got introduced to Mystery Science Theatre 3000 by watching the movie one they did. So Mystery Science Theatre 3000, the movie, where it's basically like a feature-length episode that they did of This Island Earth. And yeah, that would be true. You wouldn't be remiss if you didn't mention it. That is, yeah. I mean, especially for watching crappy sci-fi or just general movies. Yeah. I remember when I first watched Mystery Science Theatre 3000, the movie, it was on things like Channel 4 or something like that, and I recorded it when I was staying down at my dad's. And I watched it, and then my dad came in about two-thirds of the way through the film, and was like, "What's this?" And I explained, and it was like, "Oh, this is actually quite fun. Can we, go back to watch it?" So I ended up watching it again, and then my stepmom came in and pretty much said exactly the same thing. So I ended up watching Mystery Science Theatre 3000, the movie, 3 times in one day, which was, to be honest, really fun. For the Forbin project, I've not. Is that a MST3K, or is that an actual film suggestion there, Greg? This is not one I've heard of. This way. Where am I going now? I'm going to that one. What am I trying to do? I feel like I've got myself lost. I need to go up here. It's an actual film, but they don't obviously. Yeah. Okay, I'll have to look out for that episode. Don't think that's one that I've seen of MS. The Colossus, the Forbin project. Yep, that sounds like a bad B movie. If I remember correctly, there's a really, really bad movie which has the longest film title in the world, which is called Gas, or How It Became Necessary to Destroy the Earth in Order to Save It, I think is the name of the full name of that movie. And it has like 12 S's. Which is fun. Right, down to here. realise I've been squinting. Don't know why. Right, on to here. Hi, Crow Person. Climb all along here. At some point I know where I'm going. Let's try this way, maybe. Yeah, they just kept padding S's on until they were done, yeah. And also the fact that it was like, the main part of the title is like how it became necessary to destroy the world in order to save it. It's also like, that's just unnecessary. Why would you go to that extent to name a movie? And around and up we go. And here we're done. I'm still jamming out to this beat that we've got at the moment, but right, so let's go round this way. And then which way next? Let's try around this way. What happens that way? Anything? I feel I'm going to have to get down here. Where am I going? Why do you know that I don't either? Right, so if we go that way, we go that way. Oh, I'm an idiot. So we need to get to there. Let's go around this way. And then we'll break reality. There we go. We made it in the end. And we have a spiky thing under our hat this time. Completed. Ooh, I think we've got the majority of Monument Valley 1 done. All the crow people are here. And what's going on? We've got this big shiny thing. Oh, they're ascending. They're growing wings. They're transforming. Oh, look at them. It's a beautiful rainbow. What about Ida? Oh, she's sad. Aha. What's going on with the crown here? She was the Crow Princess. Yay. And her hat wasn't a hat, it was actually her beak. And everyone was just looking at her the wrong way round. So yeah, that is the main levels of Monument Valley 1. I'm annoyed that I wasn't able to get the audio properly piped through into the stream, because Stafford Brawler, who did the soundtrack for this, it's a beautiful soundtrack that goes along with this, and it's a shame that we weren't able to hear it, but you can find it online on streaming sites and stuff, so if you just look for Stafford Brawler Monument Valley soundtrack, it's absolutely gorgeous. Yay! I do and all that. And there's also a fan art Tumblr that you can look at. So that was the main part of the levels there. As I said, there were a couple of extra ones they could do through some DLCs. So we've got half an hour left, so let's go through some more chapters. The Forgotten Shores. Let's see what's going on here. The Chasm. Let us explore this chasm. Oh, this is very more alive with the... It's all collapsing. Quick, let's go. Go, go, go. Go, Ida. Come on. Nope, we can't go through there. Let's go this way. Hold and move. Okay, so we can bring our way along there. And carry on down through this. Another film I watched over the weekend was Black Widow. I don't know if anyone else has seen Black Widow yet, but it was an alright film. Very Marvel, I would say. You know, it's what you expect from Marvel film, but it was also good just because of the characters and the range of people of talent they had in the film was actually really good to see. And also the fact that, you know, it's upsetting a lot of hurt, angry people on the internet because of what they did with certain characters, and that, you know, he's too full of women and SJWs and all that kind of stuff. But, you know, screw them. There's been enough action films full of men and stuff like that for years. It's about time that it's way past, especially for Marvel, it's way past that something like this came about. Oh, don't burn in the lava, Ida. What's going on? No. Totem's back! Yay! Totem is back. Yeah, but overall with Black Widow, I enjoyed it. It was what I expected from a Marvel film. It was predictable in some places, it was fun in others, had that nice mixture of action and comedy that you expect nowadays. But at the moment, I think the Marvel TV shows are absolutely killing it. I watched the season finale of Loki today. That was fun. And I really love Sylvie. Sylvie is like one of my favourite characters at the moment. Not as fun as classic Loki, because seeing Richard E. Grant in a pair of tights and stockings and, you know, all that other stuff is absolutely hilarious, and there needs to be more of that in the world. And I do love that Richard E. Grant wants to have a classic Loki and Crokey, or Alligator Loki as some people call him, spin-off show, because that would also be amazing. Kid Loki and Boastful Loki were fun, but Sylvie, I think, is, out of all the characters that's come out of Marvel, out of Phase 4 Marvel, Sylvie is one of my absolute favourites. Let's go there, that brings to there. So I need to go to there, so let's bring Totem along into here. also be willing to see what what other people think of recent films that come out and such. I mean, at the moment, I'm most excited for the new Star Trek stuff that's coming out. Next season of Lower Decks is coming out in August, and Lower Decks, in my opinion, is one of the best Star Trek series there has been. When I first saw it, the trailer for it, when it was first coming out, I thought it was just going to be, because it was done by the same people who do Rick and Morty. So I thought it was going to be like another Rick and Morty clone, but oh, was I wrong. It is so much more than that. I mean, it is literally Star Trek shitposting the TV show. Especially with the fact that several of the writers are in the Star Trek shitposting Facebook group. Which, if you don't know Star Trek shitposting, it is an amazing Facebook group. I know that not everyone is on Facebook or likes Facebook for various reasons, but it was about 5 or 6 years ago. It was quite a toxic group, but over the last few years, the mod team have really done good to make it a lot more accepting, and just get rid of all the shitheads that are in there. There's been quite a few times when there's been meninists and all that going, oh, why don't we have, we've got too many females and all that, and oh, Michael Burnham's a crap character, and etc. And then when that happens, they then get kicked out. Oh, I just did this. Let's go back and do an actual thing. But when the people kick off and start to leave the group, it's absolutely hilarious because of just how much shit people give them. And there was one point when they were saying about, somebody said, I've never met a real Star Trek female fan, and things like that, and then they tried to defend it by saying online, I've never actually met one, or in person, I think it was. Either way, they were speaking absolute bullshit, and then the next week or so was just full of female Star Trek fans basically going around going, hey, I actually exist, and stuff, and it was hilarious to watch. Thank you for being on, for joining us in the chat, Greg. It was great to see you in here as well, and I hope that will get us. They can join us for future streams. That's what I need to do. Got 20 minutes left of this stream, so let's see how many chapters we can get through in the next 20 minutes up to this button. I realise I've been squinting again. It's one of the things of when you're playing games and stuff like that, you don't realise like the how much you hunch yourself and stuff like that. So something I need to work on. Make sure that I don't, ruin my body more than it already is. Oh, those things of when you're lying in bed and then you realise that you're still quite tense and you just have to, relax yourself and just be like, okay, yeah. And it also doesn't help that the lovely geometry of this game does mess with your head so much that it kind of starts to give you a headache. And I think also possibly I've not drunk enough water, so let's figure that stuff out. Right, where do we need to go? Let's try that way. No. Let's try going around. So I can't do that. Aha. But to go to here. Yes. And then twist you that way. So I can get you to there. Then round to there. And then to there. Beautiful. So, anything else interesting going on, chat? You know, let us know what you think or how your day has gone and stuff like that. I want to hear what other people's lives have had involved, you know, rather than just my own. As much as I would love to sit here and just chat about my own life to the internet, you know, this isn't... I don't want to be doing this just for me, it's, you know, for everyone on the internet, so... Let me know, you know, how's your day been? What happens when we go up there? So that just rotates that bit round. Yeah, get a bit lost there. Let's try this way. So let's get it around there to get to this button. Now it's going to be jamming out again to the stream because why not? Can I go up to here? Yes, I can, but did I want to get up to there? No, let's try going over here. I have a feeling. No. So I've gone to there. To here. Oh, no, I was right there. Why am I on them? I am stupid. I'm mad. This way. Let's go wider. And then we need to go back down to there. So that means over to here. I must say, games that have got these very stylistic and simplified graphics, even I think they're some of the best looking games, even after so many different years. I mean, yes, there's like janky angles and polygons and all that kind of stuff, but when you look at, like, you know, photorealistic games or games that try to be as realistic as they can, after a couple of years, they just look dated and old and silly, whereas more stylistic games, you know, like your Zeldas and all that kind of stuff. Sorry, it's a long day. They tend to be, you know, they keep their look a lot better, I think, even after all those years, because they're not trying to achieve a certain standard, they're just trying to be their own thing. And I think that is, you know, absolutely awesome, and I'd love to see more games be like that, but also I know that the games industry is a bit rubbish with stuff like that because they think they know what everyone wants and then get surprised when Untitled Goose Game becomes one of the most popular games of all time. Like, yes, everyone wants fantastic graphics and all the stories. Like, no, some people just want to be a goose. Oh, What the hell just happened there? I just got launched off the tower. Oh, hi Dirk. Did you hurt? Oh, she lost her hat. Right. So that goes up and down. The crow has got our hat. I'm going to have to use him probably. Let's go on there. Love that. So this is also something else I love about some games. It's just the way they can tell a story without any actual words or anything like that. They just tell it with, you know, scenes and actions and emotions and such. And sometimes they are the best stories. So, wait for them to get over here. And then we have some stairs. Where can that go? Aha. Then we can get through here. Yes. Got about 15 minutes left of the stream now, so let's see how far we can go. I think from my first ever stream, it's could have been worse. I feel like I've been talking about myself a lot though. But hey, it's the internet. It's what everyone's here for. Just like this button. Okay, so that's the door we need to get to. Aha, so we're going to have to use the bird. Yeah, because I'll do that. Then down you go. And then over to the button and trapped. Right, so I'm going to have to time this properly. That. There we go. And through the door. And let's just launch the crow whilst, why don't we? So what can we do here? Let's go this way. Let's go round here. So that goes down to there, onto this button. I want my hat back. Haha, got you now. So I have to wait for you to get out of the way. Right, what am I going to have to do? Ah yes, put you down here. There we go. Then you'll go to there, and then we'll go up. Fantastic. They get in there. I keep looking over to the stream and just seeing my own reactions in the delays and all that, and it's a bit weird, to say the least. I'm not used to looking at myself in this way. I'm sure I'll get used to it though. I got that wrong. Right, let's leave it 1. No, leave it down. We'll get there eventually. There we go. You're trapped. Haha. here we are. Let's go up here. So that's changing that. And that's changing that. This is fun. Quickly, that way, yep. So wait for it to come around. Then we're there. Oh, no, we missed that. And then we're there. No, you don't like me, so what am I going to do? Aha, there's a button here. That gets rid of you, and then boom, over to here, up to here, and then up to there. Fantastic. Another thing about streaming is it makes you realise about your mannerisms and how often you say certain things. Like, I know I keep saying about like fantastic and such. It's like, what can I do without my hat? No. I can make you very self-conscious doing this. But hey, I'm sure people get used to it. Down to here. Let's try this button. That moves that. Okay. To here. So that did something. Right, I think we can blow the hat off the crow. So, let's put the platform back. Pull that down. Put it back up. And then once it's on there, we move them across. There we go. And then, bam, up to here. And blow their hat off. Yes! Yay, we got our hat back. Screw you, crow person. Oh, welcome back, Greg. You've just missed us blowing the hat off a crow. Because why not? I mean, after all, they did steal our hat in the first place. That's the rascal. Yeah, we managed to get our hat back. Trying to remember which one we just did. Is it 4? Yeah, we did 3. So number 4, the Halcyon Court. Halcyon Cruiser was the class of UNSC ship that the Forward Unto Dawn was from Halo. That's because I am a nerd and I know this stuff. Right. You have to. Yes, I'm a nerd. I know. It's also because, as part of the collection of ships that I've been building over here, they're all in the same scale, which is 1/1000th. I've been looking at other classes of other types of ship and seeing how big they are in relation to each other, and how Star Trek ships actually tend to be some of the smallest overall. So, for instance, behind me here is the Luna class, which is what the USS Titan. Yeah, Utopia Planet is very efficient. They need to build all their ships. So the Titan, or the Luna class, is 450 meters long or something like that. Which, when you then compare to some other ships, like a Star Destroyer from Star Wars, is like a kilometre or so long. battle stars are a kilometre or so long as well, and things like that. And then when you just realise about just how big some of these ships are. As I said, Star Trek ships tend to be on the smaller side as well, which is interesting in my book. Because even like the Galaxy class, the Enterprise D, that's only 600 metres long. But the Halcyon class, which is what the Pillar of Autumn was, that is just over a kilometre long. And crew length versus volume. I'm not sure about length versus volume, but there's definitely a thing to do with. You can definitely notice some interesting stuff to do with the crew sizes, because, like as I said, the Galaxy class is 640 something meters long and has a crew of 1,200, which is tiny, to be honest. When you actually, there's a video by Metal Ball Studios where they showed, I think it was that, where they basically showed, just how big the Enterprise is compared to its crew, and it is a massive ship for a tiny crew. But things like Star Destroyers, they have crews of several thousand. And they've got things like Firefly, they're only like 40 metres long or something like that, about the size of a small boat. There we go, going up to there. Yeah, that's the kind of nerd I am, that I like to look into these types of things. Because when I design my own ships that I print off, there's a couple back there which I might do a stream at some point where I show all of the ships that I've built and designed and printed and such. Whenever I do my own designs, I like to make sure that they're actually sensible in some ways, so that that the design makes sense, that there's enough space for the decks and the mechanisms that go in between them and stuff like that. So trying to figure out how many crew you can fit in is actually quite a big part of that. Because, if you designed a ship for a crew of, 500, then, you need to make sure you've got actual space for 500 people to live in. And yet, I don't try and treat like the... it's not TARDIS tech that Disco has, but it kind of is, because of that episode of Enterprise, which proves why the mysterious void of the turbolift's shaft could actually work for Discovery. That was big on the inside, but yeah, I try not to treat. I like to have my ships be Euclidean in their design. I don't like to, mess around with MC Escher type designs. I mean, it's also because when I design some of my ships, I even go down as far as designing the actual deck plans of them, because why not? How many monuments have you restored? How many still lie ahead? So it's like there's a task ahead for us. Forgetful Princess confuses past, present, and future. And yes, it is useful for RPGs. Great. Yep, that is very true. When all sacred geometry is returned, so too shall be your crown. We have to rescue all of the old geometry and fix it so we can get our crown back. Alright, I think we're going to finish up here. And that will be the end of the stream. I'd be interested to see what you do with the Angry Kraken there, Greg. It'll be fun. At some point I need to show you around Astral so you can fix all of the fun things that we discovered during our first session the other day. Water wheels going. Let's go down to this button. So that allows us to do some of that. Right. Let's go back up here. bugger. I need to do that properly. I think I have to do this button as well. And it's now 8 o'clock, and Nightbot has just reminded us to make sure we have a drink, have a stretch, and all that kind of stuff. Very important to make sure we do that. And I'm definitely going to go and have a drink after I finish this stream. That's going to give us infinite water, just like we love. There we go. Right, there we go. Onto there. Onto there. Come on, Ida, you can do this. Huzzah! Double spinny thing. So there we go. That, I think, is a stream. So we completed Monument Valley 1 and the first 4 levels of Forgotten Shores. And in the stream next week, who knows, I might continue this, I might do something different. We shall see. But I'm probably going, unless if the world falls apart, I'm probably going to stream this time again next week. And I hope that everyone is able to join. I'm going to switch it now back over to there. There with my fancy graphics and all that. And yeah, here's some of the designs I was saying about. The Lunar class, the Prometheus, the Daedalus, huge beast. Maybe I'll show those in a different stream. But yeah, thank you so much, everyone, for joining us me in my very first stream. Thank you for being here, and hopefully we shall see each other again at some point in the future. But yeah, thank you very much, and I will see you around. Have fun. Bye.